thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omaomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing a certain situation that occurred between a woman and her husband. Now this woman came online. I think she was calling the person that she discovered her husband was cheating on her, and she was weeping and asking why the woman did what she did to her. Now apparently the woman had used her 401k to help her husband pay his child support, and then she discovered that he was cheating on her with a family member, her cousin. Now in this video we are going to check out what exactly happened, what people think of the whole situation, the video, and then I will come back to share my thoughts. Now if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, ever do anything like this to you. Ever. Anybody. I don't do this kind of stuff. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why do I deserve this from you?
You don't. You don't.
So then why? Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you?
Your husband was having an emotional and physical affair with your cousin, and you thought it was a good idea to set up your camera and be on the phone crying big tears to cousin Faith, the perpetrator. And Faith ain't had nothing to say. You talking about, why me? Why me? And Faith just like, girl. And you emptied out your 401k to give to a man to pay his back child support for his kids, but he put himself first. He emptied out your bank account and left you and your kids with nothing. Child, this is so far from a laughing matter, but I find it so hard to feel bad. Like, I don't know, like, I just can't bring myself to feel bad for stupidity. Why would you empty out your 401k? Why would you get with a man who has back child support? Why would you get with a man who on child support at all? Because you're not about to dip in my pocket for nobody else. I'm so sorry. And them type of women be the same ones looking down on other women that accept money and gifts from men. Look, if you're not the gold digger, likely the man you're with is the gold digger.
So that lady who was on here crying about how she gave her 401k to her husband to pay back child support and he was cheating on her with her first cousin, it's prime example of why you should always choose yourself. Do you see how he was okay with her using her resources, using her finances, kind of putting herself in a very shitty situation to help him out of his situation? That's a prime example of how men always choose themselves. So ladies, you don't have to experience this first-handedly to take some lessons that she should have learned, and now she has to learn the hard way. You can apply these lessons to your life moving forward. Always choose yourself. Never give a man your money. Never tap into your savings to give to another person. It doesn't even have to be a man. Always prioritize yourself, your well-being, and your mental health. Another lesson that could be learned is if he had back child support and he's not taking care of his current kids, what makes you think that when you step into that life with him that he's going to take care of you, take care of your kids, and prioritize y'all's life together? He was a big walking red flag, because a man that is not taking care of his children, his responsibility, is not a man you want to be near. And to that woman, if you haven't done already, make sure you're separating finances. Go talk to a financial advisor, and then go talk to an attorney if you haven't already started the divorce process. See what you're entitled to. I'm not sure if you're even able to recoup some of that money back, but go talk to the experts in that area. They may give you an idea or help you navigate the situation.
Hey y'all, so I don't know if you guys have seen the video or whatever. I done did a deep dive. I done been on this thing for like 2 hours or whatever, but there's a video of this lady and she's crying and she's on the phone with her first cousin. Now for y'all who don't know who a first cousin is, a first cousin is like your bestie, your road dog. Like that's your closest like family member other than like, you know, your sister or brother. So she's on the phone crying because she found out that her first cousin has been sleeping with her husband of 7 years. Now her and her husband been together for 12, married for 7. This first cousin has been sleeping with her husband for a full year. On top of that, this cousin is pregnant. She just decorated for like a baby shower for this cousin during Easter weekend. On top of that, this woman gave her husband her entire 401k to pay off his back child support. Now he has left her for the cousin. And so I'm just sitting here in like disbelief. But the betrayal, boy, ooh. I understand the betrayal. I went through something similar years ago. Boy, that hurt. When I tell you I feel for this woman, like, oh my God, I feel for this woman so badly. But you do not empty out your savings to pay a man's back child support. If a man that you are with has back child support, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And you emptying out your 401k, that 401k is for you. That's for your security, for you to be able to retire and live off of. And you emptied it out for him to pay back child support for adult children, not children, like not children. These are adult children that he owes back child support on. She emptied out the 401k and gave it to him. And he cleaned out her savings and then left her for this cousin. Y'all, when I tell you I would be crashing the fuck out, I'm talking about I would be doing everything in my power to make him and her my next co-star in an episode of Snap. Don't fucking play with me. Bruh, some men out here ain't shit. And women, cause first cousin, and the way the cousin is on the phone, and she don't give it. You could tell she don't give a damn. It's so messed up, y'all.
Men in general are not worth believing in. Ain't no way you empty out your 401k to help him pay back his child support. And then your husband, this man, is cheating on you with your first cousin that called you best friend. Ain't no way. Men in general are not worth believing in. You should never have so much faith in a man. I don't care if it's your husband or your son, your uncle, anyone. You should never have faith in a man to where it, relies on your pockets. Now, it's one thing if y'all working and, he loses his job and he falls a hard time. Yeah, maybe, pitch in a little bit more because he lost his job. But he should be doing everything he can to get back on his feet. But child support? His child support? Oh, no, man. Using your 401k to help him pay back his child support. And now you have nothing left? Yeah, this is crash out territory. Listen to me. This is crash out territory.
Who has never done anything like this to you?
So, for the ones that wondering what's going on, why she upset, she married a nothing ass dude. And a lot of y'all gonna hate me for this video, but I'm just stating out the obvious. Now, this woman gave her 401k to her husband, the whole entire 401k to her husband, to pay off his child support debt. Let me say that again, his child support debt that she had nothing to do with. Not only that, he was cheating on her with her first cousin. Her first cousin. This is her husband we talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. The nigga was wrong. Dead wrong. If I were her, I would be trying to put my foot so far up his, I'm telling you. But anyway, you knew that he was a nothing ass when you got with him. Off the simple fact that he was already behind on child support. That's one red flag. Your intuition never lied to you. It was signs always there that he was a nothing ass dude. You ignored those signs because you loved somebody that didn't really love you. And it seemed like he only married you so you can pay off his child support so he can be debt free. And a lot of y'all women gotta realize he doing what a nothing ass dude would normally do. So we can blame him, but we can't blame him because that's what bums do. I'm pretty sure that he was doing way worse than this. I'm not gonna say way worse, but I'm pretty sure that he was doing way more than this. Stop putting yourself in situations that you don't have to be in. Y'all be having plenty of time to get them situations. I'm a firm believer of making things work, working things out. But if you know that that man ain't no good, let him go. Just let him go. Stop holding on to something that's for everybody.
Why are you with a man who don't pay his child support? Like, what did you think was going to happen? And I understand that a lot of women are empathizing because a lot of women have done that. A lot of women have been the woman who take their food stamp card and buy their kids ramen noodles while buying their man steak and lobster. A lot of women have been that woman who spent their child support money that they got from their baby daddies on their boyfriend. A lot of women have been that woman who will take their money and help a grown-ass man. But what you're doing is you're essentially enabling men to think that it's okay to not take care of their kids and to be deadbeats because they can just move on to another woman that's basically just going to help them and take care of them so that they can be shielded from their responsibilities. So as far as the sympathy aspect, you get none from me, and I don't think any woman should be giving you any sort of sympathy. And then the other issue that I have is that the Bible is very clear about idolatry. That man is an idol, and God said that he will tear down all idols. The fact that you're pouring that much energy into this man, and the fact that a lot of women who believe in God think that God is going to co-sign and enable them, or think that they can use God to make a man act right, that's just not how it works. And I want to be clear on something. I think it says more about you that you were with a man that was that far behind in their child support, because first of all, if you know anything about a 401k, I know with most 401ks, you can only take a certain amount out, right? A certain percentage out. And then that certain percentage that you take out, let's say you take out $20,000 or $11,000. If you're taking out $20,000 or $11,000, then just let you know, you probably have close to 100K in the 401k. You probably have a very considerable amount in there. So again, I don't know how far behind he was in his child support, but there's literally no excuse for that. And if this is a man who won't take care of his kids, what makes you think that he's going to do you any better? Where did you get that idea? And listen, my whole thing is the reason why stuff is so bad and why men are the way that they are is because it doesn't help when there are women who will sit there and shield men from the consequences of their own actions, because that's what you were doing.
Extremely transparent. I'm not too bit shocked about the lady that sat up here and pretty much cleared her 401k to pay her husband's back due child support, and now he's cheating on her. Cheating on her with her cousin. I've heard multitude of stories. I actually know some person, God bless the dead, that did that. Came up on some money, paid off her boyfriend, at the time boyfriend's back due child support, got engaged, and when it was all said and done, the man up and left. This happens very often. So when people are like, oh, I'm so shocked, I'm so surprised, I'm not. You'd be surprised how many desperate women do the most irrational things behind men. Because there's no way I'm paying back paid child support. There's no way. I can't be that desperate. I'm sorry. This just can't be.
Is there not enough men in the world for you to find your own. I say this because I just got through watching with two videos. One was the girl whose boyfriend is cheating with her cousin, that she drained her entire 401k to give it to him so he could pay his back child support. Then I just watched a video of a girl who has PCOS and just found out that her boyfriend of 5 years is cheating with her sister because of bacterial vaginosis, right? Like after her period, her hormone changes and she gets BV. And then all of a sudden, her sister out the blue just started getting BV. And every time she would get it, her sister would get it. So the common denominator was the boyfriend who was sleeping with both of them unprotected. She found this out because her sister left the cell phone on the counter at a cookout, and she just happened to go through the text message to see that they was fucking with each other, right? So again, I posed the question: is there not enough men in the world for you to find your own? Like, men are always talking about the loneliness epidemic that they're experiencing. I mean, they're foaming at the mouth waiting for women to come their fucking way. And then what be so crazy is you see the man and your family member together, and that makes you want him for some reason, knowing all the while that 90% of the time it's that woman that's behind him that's making him look as good as he do. You really want the bitch. You really don't want him. Because when a woman takes herself out of the fucking equation, you'll see the reality of fucking things. Like, I don't even know what will make you want to go behind a family member. Even if it's your best friend, like, what will make you want to go behind another? And then what be so crazy is when the family member and the man break up with one another, y'all get together knowing that shit ain't gonna work out, or because the shit is built off of deceit or just fucked up pretenses, y'all gonna force that shit to work just to prove everybody wrong. We know the shit ain't gonna last, but y'all gonna force that shit. Two miserable motherfuckers at this point.
Okay, I really got to stay off the internet because I got to finish making this coloring book. But let me tell y'all something. I done ran across a video where a girl done gave her 401k to a dude to help him pay off his child support. And what's so sad about it is they've been together 12 years. So if they've been together 12 years, you would have thought that he was solid. They've been married over 7 years. You would have thought that they were a team, and she possibly was trying to he probably was getting check garnished. That money could just go and come into the house. I just cannot see how anybody that's a real partner probably wouldn't do that for their husband. 12 years, we in this shit. We locked in. We a dozen. Over a century. At this point, your life being easier makes my life easier. So if I had the resources to help you, I would want to make your life easier. But god dang, you can't even help her out. Then he went and cheated on her with her cousin over a year. And the part about it is, he over there sending the cousin thousands of dollars when they in the house trying to make ends meet. This right here is when you help a man. That is the biggest 50-50 gamble you will ever make in life. You're better off playing the Powerball. Cause sis, been there, done that, hit the nail on the head, all about it, trying to help a man. Because the moment they think that they came up, they finna turn on you. They gonna turn on you. You gonna be looking like a doofy. You was a goofy. Yep, you was a goofy. You was a goofy. Gave him your money. Now he playing you, sleeping with honeys. You was a goofy.
Let's take a second and bow our heads for our sister that we seeing on the timeline who took out her 401k to pay her man's child support. Okay. Now, sister, We all sympathize with you. What you're going through is not something that I would wish on anybody who wants to find out that their family member is sleeping with the man that they believed in so much that they took out their retirement money for. But also, sister, don't be taking your money to give to his baby mama or ex-wife or whatever she was, I don't know, to pay off his child support when you ain't had nothing to do with making that child. Don't you get that bitch your money? Now that's fine. You want to help out. There are other ways to help out. You could have helped him look for a second job. You could have helped him look for a new bitch if he asked you to pay his child support. Honey, sister, what did we learn? And again, this is not a video to shade her, because she's definitely the victim, because nobody can blame you for believing in love and believing in the person that you loved, especially if you guys were married. Never, ever, 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 ever saying there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, I hope that we learned that these men will always put themselves first. And you got to make sure that you're in a position to be able to put yourself first if he ever chooses to do so. And that's what you have to do or are forced to do. Because a lot of women don't really necessarily be wanting to move on from their marriages and relationships. Men just do stuff that's so unforgivable that you have no choice.
So this lady, after using 401k to help her husband pay his child support, she found out that he was cheating on her with her first cousin. And her first cousin is someone that is very, very close to her. So the betrayal from the husband and the first cousin was just too much for her. And I think in that video, she was confronting her, she was calling her and recording it. A lot of people have said that, why would she have done that? Why would she use a 401k to pay the man's child support? That was the first clue that the man was a useless bum, and she should not have done that. Now, personally, I agree that that was the first sign that something is wrong with that man. But you know, sometimes we do things and give an excuse, such as maybe he's down on his luck now, I'm the wife, I'm supposed to support, I'm supposed to be the helper, and all the excuses that we give to convert red flag into pink or white. And I'm so sorry that she had to go through that. The cousin, I don't understand people. Your cousin's husband was the perfect person for you to associate with. Like, it doesn't make sense. Where is the loyalty? Where is the family bond? Where is the morality? I don't understand why the cousin who has blood relation with her would do something to her. Now, the guy is already a bum. We have established it that he's a bum, he's an idiot, he's all sort of names that you can call him. That man is that person. But the woman, the cousin, supposed to have had more sense, supposed to have had more loyalty, supposed to have been more moral than the human being that she married. And I don't know how she's going to cope. I checked some of her other videos. It seems like she's trying to get herself back up. I don't know if she's the one that people said she established a GoFundMe so that she can go for therapy. I feel like she's the one that said she's going for therapy 3 times in a week. And definitely, if she's going for therapy, is a good thing, because the whole thing can be very traumatic, and she has kids, so she has to be on point, because definitely he already has other children before her. That's why she was helping him to pay his child support. So she definitely is not going to get child support from him. That's one thing that we can establish that right now. So she needs to be on point. She needs to get her finances on point. She needs to get her mental health on point, so that she can effectively take care of her kids without depending on the cheating ass husband that she had. Anyway, I wish her all the best. I hope she gets stronger, and I hope things work out for her. As for the woman, the cousin, how you get them is how you lose them. Already it has been established that the man is not a good person. I don't know why she associated with him, thinking maybe she can change him. Good luck to her. But she should not be surprised if he does something worse to her in the future. That is my thought about this whole situation. I would love to hear what you think about this whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.